What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. I am rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window. So if you want to stay up to date first and fast on YouTube every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then make sure you have subscribed. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Now less than 900 subscribers away from my goal of 25,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim, and also don't forget, most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Let's crack on then with this video, and we're going to start off first with the outs, and we've got an update on Julian Alvarez. Now, Thai Sea Sports, they say that Manchester City, they will allow Julian Alvarez to be loaned out this summer. And I originally put on the notes, I'm not sure that I'm buying that, to be fair, because why would Manchester City sign Julian Alvarez, say we're going to use him for pre-season, only to say actually we're going to loan him out now? He's got plenty of interest around Europe. Should Manchester City choose to loan him out, I don't think Manchester City will. Then Andreas Onrubia Ramos, he said that Manchester City, they have no plans to loan out Julian Alvarez this summer, and we have had more concrete sources put on top of this, including from Jack Gorhan, who has said that Julian Alvarez, he will not leave Manchester City this summer on loan. He will be used by Manchester City for pre-season, and Manchester City are going to try and utilise him around the first team squad and in the Manchester City first team as well. You'd imagine he would get appearances for us and see how he gets on from there. So that's seemingly just putting an end to the rumours there of him going out on loan, and he will be staying at Manchester City. I am expecting Julian Alvarez to join up with the Manchester City squad for pre-season. I have heard he will join up with the City squad on July 7th. So we'll see if that does end up happening. Manchester City do have to pay, I think it's 1.6 million euros to sign him early, because we're set to get him in the winter of this year rather than the summer. We're paying an extra 1.6 million euros to bring him in for the summer, which Manchester City have told River Plate they are going to do. Now, moving on to the ins, we have got an update on Kalvin Phillips. Now, this is incredibly interesting. Graeme Bailey, he has said that Manchester City, they are readying a bid for Kalvin Phillips of Leeds United. Manchester City, they have been scouting Kalvin Phillips in the whole time that Leeds United have been in the Premier League since they secured promotion from the Championship. Apparently, Manchester City, they are now conducting checks to see if Phillips' personality suits Manchester City and whether he would be a good fit for City in the dressing room. Once Manchester City have come to their conclusions, it is thought that Manchester City would be happy to go and launch a bid to try and sign Kalvin Phillips this summer. Now, it was being previously reported that Leeds United, they were confident that Kalvin Phillips was going to sign a new contract at Leeds United. That might be the case, it might not. It is complicated. It's complicated because Kalvin Phillips is in the process of changing his agent. That hasn't been completed, that isn't done as of yet, and I wouldn't have thought Manchester City will launch a bid until they've spoken with his representatives, including his new agent, and spoke about what package they can put in place for the player. That's when Kalvin Phillips will go, in his entourage, will go to Leeds United and say, we've got this on the table, we've been offered this, what are you willing to give us? Otherwise, we're going to push for a move to Manchester City. Now, you would think, logically thinking here, that it would be a good time for Kalvin Phillips to join Manchester City with the World Cup in Qatar only around the corner in November. Kalvin Phillips will want to be on the plane with England going to Qatar. He will want to play in the World Cup. He'll want not only a place in the squad, he'll also want a place in the starting 11 as well. And he'll fancy that the best way of him making that happen is playing for Manchester City, because if he's playing for Manchester City and he's getting regular playing time here, then that's going to do his bid to be in the England squad. No harm whatsoever. Now, Kalvin Phillips, he'll have the same decision that Jack Grealish had last summer, where he's going to have to sit down and think, is making a move to Manchester City something that makes sense? He can stay at Leeds, he might still get into the England squad. However, if he can go to Manchester City and break into the Manchester City first team 11, and he's playing against top class teams week in, week out, and playing in the Champions League, which I'm sure will be his aim, then he'll know that that's doing a load of experience for him that will serve him really well when it comes to the international stage, and in particular playing at the World Cup. City do have Champions League football to be able to offer Kalvin Phillips, and having a homegrown player coming in from a Manchester City point of view does boost up the numbers as well. Now, you wouldn't think that this transfer would be overly expensive for Manchester City. You would be looking at here, we're looking at a Fernandinho replacement. Manchester City won't want to be spending big money. So it does seem like Kalvin Phillips definitely is a man that Manchester City are showing a lot of interest in, and it is the defensive midfielder that Manchester City want to replace Fernandinho. His contract's, of course, up in the summer, so it looks like Kalvin Phillips, he's the player that Manchester City wants to replace him with. Very interesting. Would love to know your thoughts of that in the comments below. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe. We are doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window, involving everything with Manchester City transfer news. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. Only 900 subscribers away from my goal of 25,000 subscribers. Hoping that we can hit that this month, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. My social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. And also don't forget to let me know your thoughts of what you made of these transfers in the comments below. Julian Alvarez set to be used by Manchester City. Are you happy with that? I imagine that you probably will be. And Kalvin Phillips replacing Fernandinho. What are your thoughts on Man City readying a bid? With City ready in a bid, what would you bid for Kalvin Phillips? What do you value him at? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.